Hey, what's up guys, this is Oswaldo from Rockentry. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna talk about toe hooks. Now we're gonna be talking about some sneaky toe hooks that I do in this climb, and these are very crucial. I'm sure you're gonna learn a lot from this climb, and I'm not only gonna show you a toe hook, but I'm gonna show you what makes it work. And not just to engage the toe hook, but what it is that you have to do with your body position. Alright, let's do this. Now let's start off with the holds. As we can see here, the route's pretty straightforward. We're gonna be heading this direction here and then up. Now looking at the holds, it involves a lot of pinches, and you can easily tell that the arret's gonna be involved as well. Now looking at these pinch holds here, as we see closely, they're not that positive. These are pretty slopey. So I'm gonna have to pinch these guys pretty hard. And not only that, I'm gonna have to use an opposition hold. So what this means, it could be either a toe hook or a heel hook or something else. I just need an opposition hold. Now let's look at it from the side. As we can see, the wall's at an angle. So we're gonna be slightly overhung on this climb. So there's gonna be a lot of pulling involved to keep my body on the wall. Alright, let's do this. Now it was pretty obvious, the start is really hard, just the start of this. And what I'm doing wrong here is as I bump from pinch to pinch here, notice my right foot is just dangling. So I'm not even using my footwork here that well. So what ends up happening is I'm actually carrying my entire body as I'm going from pinch to pinch. It's too much stress for my right hand. So this is where the opposition hold is involved, and that's the toe hook, the right toe hook at the bottom of the arret right here. This hold is very crucial, and as you can see, I'm pulling in and reaching out for the next hold and then the next hold. So that toe hook makes it a huge difference. But when I first started the toe hook, one of the mistakes I did is when I stuck the toe hook, I was trying to go from pinch to pinch on the same toe hook position. So what I had to do is this. When I first placed my toe hook, that was fine for the first hold, for the first bump. But for the next bump, I had to readjust my toe hook. So I had to get higher so I can get closer to the higher pinch hold. Now, once again, let's look at these back to back so we can get a really close idea of what's happening. Again, on the left side, I try to keep the toe hook on the same position and then just bump up from pinch hold to pinch hold. So obviously, it is too far out once I get to the third pinch. Now on the right side, as I bump up to the next pinch, I'm adjusting my toe hook. Right, awesome. Now we know we need to readjust our right toe hook on the arret so we can go higher up on the pinch holds. Now let's move on to the next part. So now here in this case, the next thing that I have to do and I see is getting to the high pinch hold. So at first I tend to just reach out for it. And then I try a toe hook. Again. And again. And again. Now, at first it was obvious for me that I'm gonna have to use my toe hook, but when I first tried it, I noticed that I was too low for that pinch hold, so I needed to get higher up on the wall so I can get as close as I can to that hold. So here I'm using the toe hooks, but the difference from these two is, one is I'm a lot lower on the wall on the left side than on the right side. On the right side, I'm a lot higher up on the wall. So on the left side, I feel very comfortable in the position, but the hold is so far out, so I'm like reaching out for that pinch hold. Now it worked out, it seemed fine at this point, but when I release the toe hook, it's a lot harder to control. Now on the right side, since I'm closer to the hold, it's so much easier to reach to it. So notice I'm closer to the hold, I got my toe hook in place, and I just reach for it. But there's a lot more happening there, and this is very, very cool. I'm really happy to share with you guys this, because placing a toe hook doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna get to your next move. For instance, this example here, notice I placed my toe hook, but for some reason I fall out. And I'm gonna share with you guys what makes this toe hook works and this one doesn't when I'm in the same exact position. So notice here, I'm in a good position. I got my right toe hook, I got my left foot in place, my right hand on the arete, so everything seems fine. At this point, I feel like I can just reach out for the pinch and move forward, but that's not the case. The reason is this: my entire body is away from the wall. So what's gonna happen here is, since my entire body is away from the wall, gravity's working against me. So this means as soon as I release my right hand, reaching out to the pinch hold, my body drops even more. So this means at this point, I got the hold, but everything is dependent on my right hand. So this means I'm carrying my entire body on this pinch hold here. So there's so much stress on this hand here. So obviously I'm not strong enough, so I fall out. Now let's look at these back to back, because the one on the right side works, but at this point they look very similar, and they are. But there's gonna be an adjustment afterwards that makes it work, and we're gonna go over that as well. We're on the same position. We have a right toe hook, we have a right hand on the same arete, and this is very similar. But now notice on the left side, as we mentioned, gravity's working against us, so we fall out. But on the right side, notice what I do here. There's a small adjustment that makes a huge difference. Actually, this adjustment is what makes it work, and it is my hips. I'm shifting my hips towards the wall. So what's happening here is, before I go to that hold, I shift my hips towards the wall. When I'm in this position, before I release the arete, I actually have my center of gravity on top of this foothold here. So my butt is not sticking out. And also notice my toe hook is locked off. Like, it is completely locked off. So this makes it so much easier to release my right hand from the arete and go to the pinch hold. So yes, you guys, this is an exact detail that I'm talking about. It makes a huge difference from not sending and sending your climb. If you find this useful or helpful in any way, please do hit that like button. It lets me know that you're enjoying the content and you find these very useful. You guys, I have a huge announcement on Friday, so please do hit that bell notification so you get notified when I upload that video. This is on Friday. I have a big announcement. I'm really excited, you guys. Love you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.